It is day 24 of harvest. The sun is shining, things are rolling, but of course, this is not how my day started. Okay, it is 1:15. I just checked the dryer. I was gonna dump the truck that I have here, but then I figured I'd rather just have both bins empty out and then fill in both. It just feels like that's gonna be more efficient. So back to bed. Okay, it is 4:45. The dryer should be running out like any minute. I've been out here for 2 dryer cycles. Being in my warm truck is much preferred to being in the electrical building, so I'm gonna wait to see if it's done on this next load. I know I could just shut things off and run corn, but I'm just gonna let it run out, because then I'll have the overhead empty in case we need it for some reason. Okay, and the dryer has turned off. Time to run corn. Woohoo! Now it is 5:20, so my math was off. But that's okay. It was a big estimate anyway. Okay, it is 6:30 and the dryer is running again. Whew. Okay, just kidding, I'm back because as I was driving away, I could hear the driveway bin still trying to run. That ran out. So I like opened and closed the gate again on the, it's still trying to run out of there. Why is it trying to run out of there? Maybe I needed to have closed that one? I don't know. Okay, I got the dryer all situated up and running, and then I just spent the morning doing bookwork and waiting for the ground to get fit for us to start rolling on shelling some corn. Today I have George running the combine, I'm in the cart for right now, and JD is dumping trucks. We are still in the field behind our shop. We call this field Dad's, but not named after my dad, named after his dad. My dad's house, his field is called the pasture because that makes sense. Yields are coming in pretty good. We were curious as to how this field was going to do because it has not been ripped in like 8 years. So we're hoping with like flipping all that soil, we get all that nutrient stratification in there and we get some big yields going on. And I would say that we are happy with this yield. With what the grain markets are doing, I really needed to have a good yield to have a fighting chance to break even with this crop. So I am happy to report that at today's prices, with this yield, we will be in the green. So that is always good. That is a good feeling for sure. We need to just make sure that it doesn't fall apart and I get these bushels sold at or above a break-even price. That's the goal here. Okay, good. I thought he was going to try to risk it. Getting a little nervous there. This is the fence row next to the railroad tracks that I spent a lot of the fall last year trying to clean up. You can definitely tell how it's like a lot more empty there. And then this is the edge that I did not get to, where there's just lots and lots of brush between all these trees. The first time today where I've had a cart full and JD hasn't been back with a semi yet, but that's okay. I'm gonna move it forward so that you can get the next truck in here easier. Okay, we just wrapped up 202 acres on this field and we're moving to a 79 acre field around the block. I think that's about how many acres it is. But this one is routinely one of our best fields, so I'm gonna get my hopes up. I was happy with this yield. I'd really love the next one to be a little bit higher. Got these little meat slider things. Question here is that he's dumping right now, but there are point rows up here. We started dumping when he was 50% full. He's going pretty slow now. I think that he's figured out that there are point rows. He is not going to make me run into them. Cool. That does not look good. I fear I messed up. Ran over the cart, was in a rush, forgot to the gear, what do you call it? Go in a lower gear, slow things down, and I engaged the PTO like an idiot. And I think I fried the slip clutch up. It's like locked up. Does not smell good. So never done that one before. Hate when it's human error. So JD's gonna be down to look at it. Dang it. Okay, and we're back in business, but we're gonna order new parts so that when this thing does go bad, we have the parts on hand to replace it. Okay, it is 6:20. We're gonna fill one more truck and then we're gonna be done because we have all the overheads filled up and we have some in the wet bin, so no need to push it. I have a meeting from 8 till 11 p.m., which is wild. But I have that and I am not staying up tonight. I'll transfer some corn before I go to bed if there's room. And if not, that's fine because I am feeling tired. Okay, it is 10:20. My meeting ran over. And now I need to check the dryer and then I can go to sleep. This has been maybe the longest day of my life. I'm feeling tired now. Don't ever let anyone train you on how to run the dryer because you'll never get back in the combine again. I think it was 2 years ago I was complaining that I never could be out of the grain cart because no one else is trained on the grain cart. Now everyone's trained on the grain cart. And now I'm trained on my dryer. And I should have never been trained on my dryer because I can't leave here now. This is where I live. This is my little shack where I'm at for harvest. Heavy is the crown of the person who's stuck at the grain setup. Now I understand why JD was working so hard to get me to know how to do this job so I could be the one stuck in here. Long con.